talk to this guy. Does he have a car?
You just couldn't stay away, could you?
My therapist tells me I need to face my fears. Have you foiled any heinous crimes recently?
Well, I did stop a man who was wearing socks and sandals and put him straight. Forgive the pun. Other than that, things have been pretty slow.
Not fashion crimes, you pinhead prima donna! I'm talking about vicious felons like drug pushers, purse snatchers, and jaywalkers.
He's got a point. If you want to strike a blow for LGBT rights, you're going to have to do more than just stop people mixing stripes with spots.
I guess you're right, but I don't really know where to start. Do you have any ideas?
As it happens, I do know of this nurse who's trying to bump off all her patients.
She even tried to whack the big fella here, but sadly she just turned him into a white conservative's wet dream instead.
I have no idea why you keep saying that.
Do you have any proof of what she's doing? I couldn't just take action without any evidence.
Ooh, I do.
You were there when she was poking those drugs down my throat. You saw what she was trying to do.
Oh sure, but that could have just been unforeseen side effects. Have you got any proof of her intentionally harming a patient?
You're absolutely right. I've spent so much time with Captain Impetuous here, who thinks evidence is a dirty word, much like tolerance, that I wasn't thinking.
Namby-pamby, wishy-washy superheroes with all their rules and morals. We'll get you your precious evidence.
Sailing.
I've got better things to do than help turn you into a real man.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Purple Pants.
About that angel of mercy we were telling you about.
Oh yes, have you found me some evidence?
Actually, no.
Purple Pants, stop leading me.
Down, boy.
I'm off for a spot of badger bait.
Yes. Alright, back to the hospital. Alright, let's see what we got here.
I just get the feel.
I'm with you.
I'm not really thirsty just now.
You drink water? Pah! I don't think I've ever seen you drink anything with a lower GI index than corn syrup.
Are you busy, miss?
No, I'm just ordering more sedatives and antidepressants. We get through such a lot.
Gee, I wonder why that is.
Nurse, you saw me in action as a superhero during my audition. Would you give me an endorsement for my superhero license?
I'm sorry, but that wouldn't be ethical.
Because you worked for the studio, you mean? Or because I'm your patient?
Or because he's been a bit of an arse ever since he got wanged on the head.
No, I mean, you didn't actually use your powers to help me. In fact, I used my powers to help you.
So, if I did use my powers to help you somehow, you would give me an endorsement for my license?
Sure, I guess.
I was just wondering if you needed a superhero for anything.
What would I need a superhero for?
Has a malevolent Norse god set up shop in the pharmacy?
I don't think so.
Perhaps an exiled cosmic entity is causing havoc in ear, nose, and throat?
No one's mentioned it.
I see.
You can help me empty the bedpans if you like.
Ha! Good luck with that. I'm lucky if I can get him to flush his own waste.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Can we?
Just
Yes,
I'm
yes,
with
yes. Blah 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 blah. I don't.
I already have one of these. I don't really need another.
You haven't even found a purpose for the last one yet.
I got sidetracked trying to find a purpose for baboon seminal fluid.
Why? Where else can I go?
It would really be a gross invasion of privacy to photograph a patient in a hospital bed.
Not to mention a real waste when you could be taking a photo of that hot nurse instead.
May I remind you that this hot nurse, as you put it, tried to kill me, faithful companion.
I know. As much as I tell myself that this fact shouldn't make her even hotter, it just does.
I have no idea.
My mild OCD would prevent me from using this sink.
I can't imagine why.
When I think of all the things that the hands which used this sink were doing or touching immediately before they touched this sink, I can feel myself reaching for a wipe.
Alright, what am I supposed to do then?
What's my most pressing objective just now, do you think?
At the risk of sounding mercenary, I'd say you need to get your
What?
money.
Yes?
That's right, money.
Unavoidable consequence of living in.
I thought America.
Funny.
Okay. Nope. No.
Retract fully. That's all for now.
Money, 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 money. Oh, God dang it.
Ugh, this appears to be yet another horrid, tasteless reality show. Not quite as bad as that Date Dr. Doom show, though.
You mean Mr. Personality?
That's the one. This is disgusting.
I'm agnostic, but even I find this to be in pretty bad taste.
I know, right? None of these girls look like good Roman Catholic girls.
Jesus was Jewish, mate.
I guess that explains why he lived with his parents till he was 30.
Okay.
It's nice to get a spot of shade in New York.
Walking around next to you, I've always got a spot of shade.
I wonder why these benches are all empty. Most places it's hard to find a spare seat around lunchtime.
People are probably afraid the benches flip over, dropping them into a basement where they're handcuffed and forced to appear on new episodes of extreme couponing.
What the hell would I want to take a picture of that for?
Superheroes are often photojournalists when they're not on a mission.
Very clever. It would enable me to blend in.
Dressed like that, you couldn't blend in even if you were in the audience of Soul Train.
Dude, this thing would be perfect for the flat. You know how much I love kitsch memorabilia.
I also know how fond you are of hookers and anything you can avoid paying for, but we are not carrying this around with us all day.
You can actually win awards for reality television? What is the world coming to, old friend?
Yeah, some strive to win a Tony and some are over the moon with an Emmy, but you know you've made it when you win a Skanky.
I have no idea what to do. I need to get money. I need discharge papers.
There must be a way for me to get an endorsement from a citizen of New York.
Well, I do have an idea. It's a bit radical, so stop me if I go too far.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, you could, help someone.
That's just the kind of radical thinking I need from my boy one assistant.
Careful. Now all you need to do is find a damsel in distress.
What about Lieutenant Griffith? An NYPD officer would make a great endorsement. Plus, she's a certified hottie, and I might get lucky.
No.
Only two problems that I can see. Firstly, it would be a conflict of interest for her to endorse you, and I don't know anyone who takes her job as seriously as our Samantha. Secondly, there isn't enough luck in the world to get you into Sam's pants.
You're right. It's a bad idea to mix business and pleasure. I'll have to find another damsel to save. That's all for now, old chum.
How about if I go back to the hospital, switch over to the... There you go. Damn it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So, True Believers! Let's continue this roundabout.
Free to good home, ripped shirts, more stock due in soon. Have you been injured in an accident at work? 4th degree burns when your exoskeleton developed an electrical fault? Call Murdoch & Walters personal injury attorneys on 555-0109.
This looks like it might be useful.
What for?
I don't know. Catching squirrels?
You are a strange, strange man.
I can't just go taking everything I see without permission. I have to uphold the law and set a good example.
Plus, the NYPD have been keeping tabs.
Yes.
Have you foiled?
Well, I did stop a man who was...
Yes.
I guess you're right.
I have it on good authority that the proprietor of this establishment waters down the beer.
Honey, look at my calves. Do I look like a beer drinker to you?
Who cares what you're drinking, you porno-partaking pansy? It's a perfectly good excuse to arrest someone, and maybe rough him up a bit on the way to the police station. Isn't that what we're all in the superhero game for?
I don't know. It's a pretty minor offense. Doesn't really seem like something which would require a superhero.
Did we mention that he's not watering it down with water?
Yeah, haven't you noticed that he never needs to go for a bathroom break? Every time he gets caught short, he just waters down another keg.
Oh, you guys are just too much. You really had me going there for a second.
Well, we did meet a former KGB assassin while we were at the auditions.
Oh my, that big scary-looking boy with the steely gaze, the fearsome triceps, the thick Russian accent, and the tattoo of a hammer and sickle somewhere intimate.
It's always the ones you least suspect, isn't it?
He admitted he killed people when he was in the KGB, and he admitted enjoying it too.
Perhaps I should leave this for a more well-established superhero with experience of capturing such dangerous villains.
Are you telling me you've never dragged a big strapping man somewhere quiet and tied him up?
Oh, you. But seriously, I think I should start with a less dangerous opponent for my first arrest.
Sissy.
Then is the Angel Mercy.
Don't make promises.
Great. Oh my god. So frustrating. Let's go back to the flat. Sure, why not?
Not a chance. It's where
I always...
I can't get changed without transforming back into Kyle.
Plus, you have a dozen identical pairs of track pants.
What's in these things?
A low concentration solution of salt in water.
Hey, we can make saltwater taffy.
No, mate, there's no salt water in taffy.
There must be. They call it saltwater taffy.
They call it I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, but there's no celebrities in it.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, I got nothing. Why not?
Do you think this squad car belongs to Lieutenant Griffith?
I don't think so, mate. Hers is the one with the red stains on the front bumper.
I don't really need to call anyone right now, which might be just as well. I don't have any quarters and
Yes, yes,
Neither of you. This desk belongs to Sam.
she should have her own office somewhere. You only get
yes.
Where do you come up with this drivel, mate?
It's merely life.
Because you beat me 2 out of 3 at...
I am not doing any janitorial work today.
Plus, Sam might think it was a bit odd if the Purple Patriot went into the janitor's closet and then started mopping the floors.
Good point. That's women's work. I have a few photos already on this camera, but there's still plenty of room.
Oh yes, been
No, the holidays.
Yeah. Trying to think. Blah, blah, blah. You're discharged. You'll need to get discharged from Nurse Julie. Let's go back to the hospital one more time, everyone. Let's continue to run in this weird-ass circle.
I'm feeling much better, nurse.
I'll fetch your bedpan.
I'm sorry.
What happened to...
Yes, yes,
We can't stop you from leaving.
Is there any practical difference?
Of course.
Right.
What's with all these drip bags? You've only got one patient.
I fail to see how it's any of your concern.
You speak...
In turn,
I was just wondering if you needed a superhero for anything.
What would I need a superhero for?
As a malevolent...
Yeah, we've already done this one. Blah, blah, blah.
No
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
You can help me end.
ha!
Nurse, you saw me in action as a superhero.
I'm sorry.
Or because he's been a bit.
Yeah,
So-
no, can't do that one.
Sure,
Blah,
I
blah,
get.
blah, blah.
Is there...
That's Mr. Zim.
That's not.
Shh.
Give me the camera. Okay, give the saline.
It seems a shame to waste the contents of this bag.
What would you suggest? Take it home and keep hot dog sausages in it?
Now what the hell am I gonna do with it? How about sure. No.
I can see Sam's.
I'd have more respect for Lieutenant.
She bought that new Chrysler about 6 months ago. You must remember. She had it delivered directly to the precinct.
I don't remember seeing her drive it.
You wouldn't have done. It broke down while they were getting it off the transporter. This note.
A 30...
Yes, yes, yes.
What interesting morsel are you researching for us this time, old buddy?
Nothing. I was just going to have a quick game of Journey.
Dear God, even the games you play are smug and superior. What's so wrong with the game where American soldiers tour the world killing foreigners for oil?
I like games to be a break from reality.
I don't
You're talking about...
Of course.
Just checking, because there was that week the
Nothing was further from my...
Just as well. You haven't got a fly in that, so...
Oh.
Yes, yes, we are into that.
What's in these things?
I swear to God, if he tells me to get money, I'm gonna smack him upside the head.
Yeah.
Retract fully. I need help, old chum. How can I possibly get the money we need to set up as a superhero team?
Are you morally opposed to stealing money?
I am a card-carrying member of the Republican Party. I have to uphold my party's core principles.
Oh, Christ.
So, yes or no?
I might get caught. Better not chance it.
Then perhaps you should collect that compensation check from the studio.
The studio wants to pay me compensation?
Oh, Lord. We already gone through this.
Yeah, on account of your brain being turned to mush by all the painkillers their psychotic nurse gave you.
What? That treatment simply unleashed the inner me. Thanks to Nurse Julie, I've become the hero I was destined to be.
You say tomato, I say brain damage.
The Alterna Freak nurse won't discharge me. You know, you said that I should cost Nurse Julie a lot of money so she'll want me out of her hair.
That sounds like the kind of intelligent advice I would give.
I can't think of anything.
Well, she keeps taking those saline drip bags behind the curtain to a patient. Maybe if you replaced one of those bags with something less benign, it might spark a lawsuit or three.
And here's the sucky thing. Now, so come on, let's go to the bar because he just said it, and I bet you I can now put alcohol in it. Which one? Which select? Empty saline bag. Something less benign.
Where did this bag come from?
Oh, that's one of the bags that I use to bring change from the bank. I have to keep a lot of change around here, as our patrons are always using the condom machines.
So it's true then? Alcohol really does make men more attractive to women?
No, but it sure does make ugly men more optimistic.
Mind if I have the bag?
Sure, I can tell your cause is noble.
Thank you, sir. How did he know my cause was noble?
He probably assumed you were going to put it over your head.
We should be going. I can't.
What the hell am I gonna do this?
This looks like it might be useful.
For what?
What for?
I don't know. Catching squirrels?
You are a strange, strange man.
What's in these things? What's...
Odor juices. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to talk to him. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm up.
Alright, let's see here. Where can I put stuff? Nope. Tree, blah, blah. Yep, bench, blah, blah. Use. I need to find something that's... sheet order reject. Okay, let's